Okay, at this time, I would call the regular scheduled commissioners meeting for November 4th, 2025, order at 4 P.M. And Laura,
Yes, sir.
you want me to turn it over to you? You got anything to start with, or you want me to go ahead?
You can go ahead and do this.
Okay. First thing on the agenda that we'll do today is we need to, approve the annual bids that was, presented to us in last month's meeting. That you said we would award at this meeting. At this time, I would call Chance Bender to go over the annual bid for approval.
So in your handout that I gave you, you can see the bid tabulations. There were only two bids, two items that had competitive bids. On our annual bid for stone, you can see the prices listed and the people who bid. We had Robertson Crushed Stone, Cave Quarries, Calcar and Cave locations, Mulser Quarry, Tower and Temple locations, and then CNR Construction bid on two of those items as well as on freight. Based upon the IC code that allows us to bid these items on geography, would be my recommendation, based on prices bid and geography, that we award to both Cave Quarries, Calcar and Cave location, as well as Mulser Crushed Stones, Tower and Temple locations.
Sam again.
So we would, based upon geography and the prices bid, we would award to Cave Quarries and Mulser Crushed Stone for our 2026 bids. You probably need to do these in separate.
I think that's good.
Okay, and then on the second item that was competitive, we had,
Let's just do.
Okay. all right,
So the first, first set of bids is from Stone. We have, Mausers and, Cave. Company both, we would like to award this contract to, depending upon location and the need of the materials. I need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve Cave Quarries and Mulser Crushed Stone for the stone.
Do I have a second?
I'll second this motion.
Okay, do I have any questions or comments? Not all in favor? Approved.
okay, on the next item is our hot mix asphalt or hot asphalt concrete, whichever you prefer to call it. We had 4 bids on that, all of them were NDOT pre-qualified. H. Rudolph, E&B Paving, CNR Construction, and Cave Quarries Incorporated. One bidder was significantly lower than the other 3, and that would be E&B Paving. I would be my recommendation that we award to E&B Paving, and I would make that the bid be contingent upon days that E&B are producing the material, and days that they're not producing the material, we would call on the second lowest bidder, who is CNR Construction, and their locations are very close in proximity to one another. That's why I'm making my recommendation the way that I am.
Okay, on the hot mix bids, E&B is the low bidder. Which we do understand that hot mix is not mixed and ready every day. So in the event that they cannot supply the needs at that time, we would, have the opportunity to use the second lowest bidder, which is CNR Construction, for hot mix for 2026. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve this recommendation.
I'll second it.
And first and second, is there any conversation, any questions? If not, all in favor?
Okay, and then the remaining items, 3 through 8, there were only one bid. There was there was a second bidder on item 3, but the bid, form was not in proper form. And then items 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can do these all in one motion to accept the only bid. Item 3 for guardrail was CNR Construction. Item 4 for crack sealing was CNR Construction only. Item 5, pavement traffic markings with CE Hughes Milling Company. Item 6 for our asphalt emulsions and road oil was Asphalt Materials. Item 7 for our galvanized culverts was Civilcon. And item number 8 for gasoline and diesel fuel was Premier Energy.
For the items, that's listed 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I would entertain a motion to approve those bids for the 26.
So moved.
I have a second for that.
I got a second.
Okay, any questions before we call for a vote? Not all in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
The only other motion I have, or only other item I have is, and we did this at the last meeting, but I just want to be clear. Because we're going to the council tonight, is pre-approval of all outstanding J.H. Rudolph claims for community crossings. Contingent upon council approval and the amount not to exceed $454,401.04.
Can you say that number one more time, please? 4, 5.
$454,401.04.
Laura, you'll have to bring that up at the council meeting, okay? We've already done it once, but we just want to verify that.
Yeah.
And also, at this time, you got anything else?
I do not, other than I was going to say that our 2026 community crossings application has been submitted and we're waiting on NDOT to announce the awards.
Okay, so we do need, once again, a motion to approve these claims, pre-approve these claims upon only appropriated by the county council. At the next meeting. Thanks.
I make it.
Do I have a second?
You got a second. That's for community crossings.
That,
445,000.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a second.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now. I hadn't talked about this, but one thing I would like to discuss just for a minute on the claims and appropriations payments. Do you know what the cutoff date is this year on approving claims?
I wish I could tell you. I would say I can ask Wendy and get back to you, but
Well, the thing is, we're not gonna have another meeting till December, okay?
Mhm.
So in the next meeting, we really need to know that because we don't want to mess around here and end up having claims at the end of the year.
Mhm.
That's pushed into 2026 budget, okay? So
okay.
we need,
We've got unpaid, right? We've got unpaid.
Your next
claims.
meeting's the 9th, so everything would have to be in by then for you guys to approve, correct?
well, I'm saying we can approve claims that's not in it,
Correct.
okay?
You can give the auditor permission.
Yes.
Close out with the treasurer, that's,
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
That's what we normally do.
pre-approval.
So,
Okay. So,
so put that in the minutes that you are gonna give us a cutoff date for the next meeting, so we can pre-approve claims as needed to close out 2025's expenditures.
That's all I have. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jim. Well, you took a long time on that. Aaron Bye. Here, I believe we got some ADA compliance updates.
Good line with all your in-depth stuff is where you've been dealing with. Here's you a copy. And here's a copy for the auditor's office. That paper is the VCAP letter that we had to have submitted to NDOT showing our deficits and where we knew we was in fault, so our Title VI and ADA compliance. It was submitted prior to that. With that being said, since then, we have went through and changed our plans and updated the plans that was needed. There's still a couple of things we've still got to work on with the, when we put that VCAP, like, we've got 90 days to get back compliant, and we're gonna be well within that for the most part, looks like. But what I need today from you guys is the old resolution that you guys would have passed in 2023 listed Rick Carlisle as the ADA and Title VI compliance officer. To be able to correct all that, even though that motion was made a long time ago to switch it to me, we've never done a resolution to change it to me officially. And here is a copy of the ADA plans for the auditor's office that has those plans changed with my name in it. There's nothing else that changed, no signatures required on this one, other than changing my name and taking Rick Carlisle's name out of it. So those are as is to the auditor's office.
Thank you.
And our Title VI implementation,
You'll follow through with them changing the names, then what you're saying?
that already has those names changed.
Changed, okay.
I've got with Tara and she had sent me the information, all the actual digital copies, so everything's been changed and updated. And with that resolution, I also need you guys to approve our revised Title VI plan, which the only changes that was made in it was, again, removing Rick's name and adding mine, but this one does require a couple signatures from you guys. Nothing else changed in the plan.
Okay, you got anything else?
That's what I got, guys.
Okay.
That will
Okay.
get us back on track.
Okay, the first thing we have here, he's giving us is a resolution, appointed by the American Disability Act, Title VI, coordination and adopting procedures, requires a name change. And our signatures from Michael to Aaron's name,
Not my Rick,
Rick, excuse me. Rick,
Close enough.
unless Michael wants it.
Rick, Michael, you want it? Rick, okay, it's Rick, for the records. Do I have a motion
I'll
to
make,
change? Okay, do I have a second?
got a second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay.
That one will require Wendy's.
I was gonna say, I signed for something else. Do you, or do you want her to sign it? Because if that's. the
It don't
case,
have to be done today if you want her to sign it.
I was gonna say, we can wait for her to sign it then.
Yeah, if she can sign it later this week, I'll get that from her.
Okay, so we also have the Title VI implementation plan that needs the name changes as well. To Aaron. Do I have a motion for that?
I'll make a motion for the title change.
Hold up a second.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
We say there's a couple of signatures back.
So yeah,
there
that's
somewhere.
marked on the yellow tabs. in that ADA plan that I give you also has the pages at the back of it for if we have any reports or you can print them off and put it in the grievance forms. If an update, well,
You'll put the effective date here. On top of that.
that's fine. I will get you a copy of this, or you guys have a copy of this one, I have to have a signature, so I will get it to you later.
Probably I'll see about having that one,
I've got copies of that one, I'll have to have a copy of the resolution, but I've got
I
copies.
told about having it, recorded.
That's all I got, guys.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have another issue, that we reviewed a couple of times. I'm gonna ask our attorney to give us his approval of the voting machine purchases.
Well, I have both of these that I received. They have been revised to have to reflect the accurate delivery date and date of the orders. There's three things here. There is the sales order agreement. See here. Copies of that. I have to read, I don't know why they have 3 pages for signatures, but they have 3 signatures, page 2, and then they have the general terms of the agreement. You know, I've looked over it, I'm not giving you an opinion about whether or not what is being purchased is going to do the job that they need to be done, because that's outside my area of expertise.
Understand.
I just don't see any problems with it. It's seems to be all of the proper format, and the price is easily determined. So you have the sales order agreement and the general terms that are attached to it. They're pages 1 through 9. And then you have the system purchase order, which consists of 2 pages. And this is valid through January, the offer is valid through January 4th, 2026. And the price tag on that is $4,783. And the actual sales order agreement appears to be $111,520 is what it is. So looks like I'm assuming they have it for a purpose. There are 3 page 2s on the right hand side. It says customer agreement, but I'm relying heavily on the clerk knowing that this is what she needs to do the job, okay?
Right.
I'm just making sure there aren't any legal pitfalls in there, and I don't see any.
Okay,
So that's right around $115,000 for the work.
Yes, it looks like it. Yes.
okay. Anything else on that?
Well, Larry, the initial purchase order is $111,520 on the equipment, the main equipment, and then, $4,783, and then there appears to be a annual maintenance fee of $21,100.
It's 21, what now, 21,000?
Yeah.
100.
And we don't know if that's gonna take care of the problem next election. May have to add another, what, 120, 40,000, who knows?
No, that's, I don't know if that's correct.
Well, I don't either, but I'm just throwing a figure out there.
Well, the clerk and council has, for continued information here, the clerk and the council has reviewed these purchase agreements, and it's my understanding the council has approved X number of dollars. I don't know exactly what that number is, but it's pre-approved X number of dollars to purchase this, so my proposal would be is that we, board, executive board, approve the purchase of the new voting machine equipment up to, not to exceed the amount of money that has been appropriated by the county council for the new voting machine equipment.
Pending on their approval, county council's approval.
County council's already approved the money,
Okay.
but I'm approving I want us to approve the purchase of it, not to exceed that amount of money. Okay? That makes sense.
It does. I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay? Do I have a second?
Yep. Got a second.
Okay, all in favor?
Okay, so we'll shift these down one at a time. This first one consists of 2 pages. You need to sign and date right there, Morton, and then put your title as, board chair. Please. And even though it doesn't have it, you can sign on behalf of Wendy, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. See that real quick. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put your title, identify. Right.
Thank you.
And the next thing is the sales order. 111,520. And there are 3 different pages here. I'm gonna just have you sign all of them. You're gonna sign right there, date, title, and then.
He needs a manager.
Yeah.
Where it- Get one of those down here already.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's all 3 copies. Martin.
Thank you.
Now, I'm gonna ship the whole thing back down to her.
Mhm.
It's all
I'll put
good.
it back together, there you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, while we're waiting for that, Jesse, would you like to?
Yeah, I've got a agreement there, that pertains to last month at the county council meeting. We discussed a proposal where the commissioners would sign off on the council being able to use $250,000 of edit money toward funding the Parks Board. And in exchange, our request was that they would guarantee the EDC's funding for the next 5 years, since we would be giving up money that we're controlling and the edit money goes away after our draws for next year. Our attorney drafted this, I believe, the commissioner's attorney and the council's attorney have had the opportunity to review the document, so I've got that here today, so that hopefully the 2 boards can both sign off on that and we can move forward with the whole operation.
Okay, at this time, I would ask for anyone, questions, if anyone has any questions in regards to this, or Jesse should answer. Any more questions, I will entertain the motion to approve this, Michigan pre-approved, funding agreement. Do I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second
The Crawford County Board of Commissioners, Crawford County Council.
Absolutely.
Not saying, but it's not a partnership cooperation funding agreement. All in favor?
it.
Aye.
We do need your signature on there, Norton, but that's it.
Okay. This place here for Wendy to sign, would you
Yeah.
go ahead and let Laura?
Yeah. When I added it,
There'll be another way, well, I just think they're going to get now, right, Jesse?
I assume so. I mean, if the council passes it, Chad will need to sign it, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's
guess it
right.
matters what order.
Right.
Get it, man.
Yes. Let me hold on this right now, Jason, I'm just taking a minute. Yep. Okay. I'm leaving, my QTM's quick, I can't. Okay, back to you, Gordon.
Okay. Well, I have 2 ordinances, okay? And I always forget how you guys, name these. What's in ordinance number, we'll do the ordinance designating purchasing agents for Crawford County and establishing a purchasing and procurement policy and a designation of authorized agents to make purchases. So what do I want to do?
N0425-1.
10 dash.
No, 11.
110425-1.
We do A and B. So.
25A.
Mhm.
Okay, and we'll make this one 25B. And again, for the record, all these ordinances need to be recorded. So they're easy to find 50 years from now. Okay, so what this ordinance does, it establishes who the purchasing agents are And it sets thresholds and procedures for, purchasing. So the auditor, assessor, treasurer, recorder, clerk, surveyor, extension agent, sheriff, coroner, prosecuting attorney, veteran service officer, emergency management director, county council, judge of the circuit court, chief probation officer, weights and measures inspector, if we have one, a health officer and highway superintendent would, are, granted limited purchasing authority. Their thresholds for general purchases, $5,000 or less, $5,000 but less than 20,000, 20,000 over 20,000 but less than 50,000, anything between 50,000 but less than 150,000, and anything over 150,000. It gives what the procedures are for each one of those. And basically everything is subject to approval under the regular expenditure process through the county council and the auditor.
That's my attention,
Okay.
See, Mr. Director, listening.
And then use of federal funds, there's a different, the Crawford County Auditor has to review this SAM.gov in order to confirm any proposed vendor or contractor is eligible for federally funded projects or purchases. There's that, so it's you still have the thresholds, but then you have that additional requirement that you have to make sure nobody's been disqualified. So, this is a, standard form. I use that one as a template directly from Lawrence County, and I'm confident that this is in proper form and ready for the board to, vote on. And I would ask that there be a motion and a second to approve it, and then call for discussion. No discussion, then call for a vote.
Okay, I would call for a motion to approve the ordinance designating purchasing agents of Crawford County and establishing a purchasing with procurement policy and the designation of authorized agents.
I'll make a motion to approve the ordinance 1104-25A.
Do I have a second?
I'll second his motion.
Okay, do we have any questions? No questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Pass it around for a sign, all three of you sign it.
we have to.
I would suggest that. If you wanna make it official, I'll fill in the date. Or actually, Laura can fill it in. Ready for me to proceed?
Yes.
I have a second ordinance, which is titled 11-04-25-B. And it's ordinance adopting the Indiana Archives and Records Administration's county local records management and instructions. And specifically, there is a 14-page schedule for that has been formulated by the Indiana Archives and Records Administration, or IARA, for preserving and disposing of records. So I'm not gonna get it. The first page is just general instructions and where you go for information. The second page is where the Oversight Committee on Public Records approved the next 12 pages of the county local general retention schedule, Indiana Archives and Record Administration, County Records Management. And so what I've done with this ordinance is just saying that Board of Commissioners, executive body, the Indiana Archives and Records Administration has promulgated certain policies and procedures for record retention and disposal by local and county governments. And the state of Indiana requires county governments to adopt record retention and disposal policies. And, because Iris adopted these record and retention policies on September 25th, 2024, that the County Board of Commissioners is going to adopt that local general retention schedule attached as Exhibit A and incorporated herein, consisting of 14 pages. This ordinance shall be in full force and effect immediately upon its adoption. And I would make the same recommendation that call for a motion and a second to approve. Call for any discussion or questions. If none, then that the board would adopt this ordinance.
Okay, once again, I would call for a motion to approve ordinance 11-04-25-B. Ordinance adopting the Indiana Archives and Records Administration, county local records, management and instructions.
So moved.
Second. Do I have any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
And with that, Mr. Chairman, I think I put out all the fires that need to be put out for right now.
Well,
Okay.
I don't agree to that because we ain't closed the meeting yet. You could possibly be correct.
Well taken.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Let you do it.
Okay, now. Laura, I'm gonna let you keep that down there, okay, because these will need to be recorded.
Yep.
And they need to make a copy of these for Mr. Bender. He has to send those to Linda. So she's got them, so you have to get that from her.
She can send me a nice PDF.
I can do that.
That's preview thing, so on your
And I just need
head.
her to send me a copy for my file.
Send
Have it
Gordon,
recorded.
send Gordon one too.
Got it.
Have the recorded stamp on it. Okay. Uh. Thing, we wanna finish it out in order, we'll
Sure.
finish it out and close our meeting.
Okay, first thing I have is the September 9th minutes. You guys received those?
Mr. Deere,
Mhm.
okay. We wanna do them individually?
We can do them all if you want, if that's easier for you. So you have September 9th, October 14th, and October 20th.
Okay.
Minutes, right?
Yes.
More than I've reviewed these minutes of, the 9th, October 14th and October 20th. And I make a motion to approve them.
Okay, had you looked at September 9th?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had a chance?
Yeah, I'm gonna call for it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it, and I have reviewed the minutes.
I also have reviewed those minutes. So all in favor of approving the minutes? 3-0.
I have the claims dockets from October 14th of 25 through November 4th of 25.
They have the claims docket from October 14th to October 20th, 2025. Have a motion to approve the claim dockets if you have reviewed them, which I have.
I've reviewed them also, and I'll make that motion.
Yes, after reviewing, I'll give you a second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Three.
One thing,
Yeah, just top page.
this one too.
This is payroll.
Oh, no.
Last is the payroll dockets for 10/10 of 25. We would have had one for this week, but we're a little behind.
Okay,
Not everybody turned in their payroll on time.
I would,
Norton, I'd like to make a motion to approve the 10/10/25 payroll.
okay. Do you have a second?
I'll second this motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Approved.
I believe that's all I have.
So we have, okay, I'd like to make a matter of record that we do not have a copy of the claims for the clerk or treasurer's office to review at this meeting. Okay, that being said, no more business. Call for motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn. What do you want?